Hey, hello you wonderful and free spirit. This is Anton Benning and I'm coming to you today from the wonderfully beautiful Steenwijk in the Netherlands. One life, my friends. One life. Just one. So why aren't we running like we're on fire towards our wildest goals and dreams? Well, last episode I started about the higher faculties of our mind. Our reason, our will, our imagination, our perception, our intuition, and our memory. And through these higher faculties, we have the ability to become a creator of circumstance and stop being a creature of circumstance. Because that is a big part in us moving towards our wildest goals and dreams. We must have the awareness that we have that infinite potential to get that which we truly desire from life. Desire means of the Father, desire. So a desire is something that comes from within. And if we neglect that, that want, that longing, that goal, that dream, we neglect the beautiful potential that we've got in life. So today, let us have a look at that first higher faculty. And all these higher faculties, by the way, they don't come in a specific order. The one is not more important than the other one, but we use them for different purposes. And most importantly, we have to shut off our senses. We have to shut off our hearing, our seeing, our tasting, and our smelling, and our touching. Because through those senses, we experience the outer world. But if we focus upon what is happening in the outer world, we determine what happens in the inner world based upon what is happening in the outer world. And we must turn that around. So, however we use our perception, we must shut it off from our senses. And when we shut it off from our senses, we can see whatever is happening in our outer world as something independent from us. We can perceive that which is happening to be good. We can perceive that which is happening to be bad. But when we really learn that we have the power to make it something good or bad through the power of our perception, we can consciously choose what we make of it. So let's say, for example, you have a humongous problem that you are facing in your personal life. When you look at that humongous problem in your outer circumstance and you focus upon it as being a humongous problem, you experience it inside of yourself as a humongous problem. A beautiful way to use your perception and start perceiving and looking at this problem from different angles is to think about the problem, but grab yourself a piece of paper and write it out on a piece of paper and make the problem in as concise and clear of a statement as you possibly can. Then perhaps even have it checked by your partner or some friend, that if they write or they read the problem that you've written out, if it is 100% clear to them in like the blink of an eye what you're struggling with. Then you've got your problem on a piece of paper. So now where is the problem? It is not inside of you anymore. It's not inside of your head. It's on the piece of paper. So now we can start to look at this problem from different angles. And a wonderful way to do this This is also a strategy that that is taught in certain neuro-linguistic programming techniques, NLP techniques. What the NLP is what got Tony Robbins started, but to use this as a perception, shift your perception of looking at the problem. So first, for example, you put the piece of paper with the problem on it on your desk or on your dining table, and you go and sit at a certain chair from a certain angle at the table, and you ask yourself, alright, how would I look at this problem? How can I turn it into a solution? How can I turn it into an opportunity? How is this problem just as big of an opportunity as it is as big of a problem? Because that is by law, that is by universal law of polarity. Everything that is really good is really bad. Every front side has a back side. Every left has its right. If it doesn't have a left, it will also not have a right. So that is by law of polarity, that when you have a humongous problem, there is a humongous opportunity in there. World's biggest problems are world's biggest opportunities. You find yourself a problem that affects 1 billion people, you'll definitely have $1 billion idea for an opportunity right there. So ask yourself these questions and then write them out on that same piece of paper. Then we're going to shift our perception. We're going to sit at another chair at the dining table or at another angle at our desk. And we ask ourselves, for example, how would Elon Musk look at this problem? How would he see this problem as a humongous opportunity? How would he see this problem as something that could benefit his life in the better? And my advice for this is to try to really get into the spirit of some very successful people that you have studied or that you know very well, so that you can really look at it through their eyes, from their point of view. And when you do this, give yourself half an hour or an hour to do this, and really take 3, 4, 5 or 6 different people and look at it from all of their different perceptions. Through this strategy, you're going to identify not just that what you experience to be a problem, but you're going to have a shift of perception where you're going to see this problem from different people's points of view, and you're going to all of a sudden realize, hey, there are humongous opportunities in this humongous problem. And you can use this shift of perception for everything else in your life. Because when I remember, when we were sitting in an airplane to Johannesburg, South Africa, and I think we were flying Ethiopian Airlines or Nigerian Airlines. I'm not exactly sure anymore, but the food on the airplane wasn't wonderful. And my lady was like, I don't want to eat this, it doesn't taste nice. And to be honest, I'm also not a great fan of airplane food, because it's not really that healthy for us. But if you're hungry, or if you really need some nutrition in your body, okay, then we eat it. And she really didn't feel like eating it because it didn't have the nice flavor. And so she had the perception of, this food doesn't taste nice. But the country from the airline we were flying from, there are so many people that go to bed hungry at night. So you can shift your perception and be grateful that there is some sort of food that you can put into your body as nutrition to live from, as energy, get those calories. And this shift of perception is what we can use in every aspect, in every area of our life. So from now on, to really start and study this way of perceiving different things in your life, of seeing that, as I believe Shakespeare put it, nothing is neither right nor wrong, but our thinking makes it so. And this part of our thinking that makes it so is the higher faculty of our conscious mind, perception. So our perception is that thing that gives us the power that when we change the way we look at something, the thing we look at changes. And this is how we can truly start to grow, by looking at things from different points of view. Train your perception by trying to look at everything that bothers you from different points of view. Are you in a big chunk of debt? See it as a humongous opportunity to learn about finances and to learn about wealth creation. Are you struggling with your health? See it as a great opportunity to study how to achieve peak health through the right nutrition, through the right kind of doctors, through the right kind of exercise. Are you having struggles in your relationship? See it as a great opportunity to study how to live and create the most beautiful relationship that you could have possibly ever had. So I would love to thank you for listening to this today, because our perception is something that can truly change our life when we practice it, when we practice using it. Because these kinds of things we're not taught in school. We're not taught that our perception is a higher faculty of our conscious mind that can change the way we look at something simply by shifting your perception towards it. So I would love to wish you a wonderful day, and train your perception today and every day from now on to start looking at things in different ways. And you'll realize that all of a sudden those problems that you experienced in your life, they don't have to be problems that give you stress, or they don't have to be problems that give you negative stress at least. They can become challenges and opportunities that give you that upbeat, positive, uplifting kind of eustress in your life. The eustress that in the way that diamonds are built. So this is how we move forward. And I would love to inspire you to start, when you experience some sort of problem in life, either business or personal, it really doesn't matter, but to take it out of your head, put it on a piece of paper and start looking at it from different people's points of view, so that you get that awareness that what you experience as a problem doesn't really have to be a problem at all. It can be a huge opportunity. As the Chinese write the word crisis with 2 strokes of a brush, with the one stroke meaning danger and the other stroke meaning opportunity. It always comes back to this law of polarity. Every up has its down, every problem has its opportunity. So start realizing this and start building your life in a way that you can look at the things that make you happy, the things that are good for you. And through that, we can become creatures, not creatures of circumstance, but creators of circumstance. Live with love and live with passion, my friends. Namaste.